Welcome everyone, Adam the Woo here as the recording of this Tuesday, May 13th, 2025. I am here in Mexico City, standing in the courtyard near the Zocalo. I think today is going to be a eating, food, trying some of the delicacies, whether they be savory, sweet, drinkable. Starting off with a coffee, going to try to find a local spot to get a piping hot caffeinated beverage, and throughout the course of the day, going to be eating a little bit. I haven't really ate a whole lot while I've been here, but I figured today is the day to just go all in. And I'm inviting you to join me for some Mexican cuisine in Mexico City. Join me, shall you? I'm also really amazed with this courtyard how quickly they switch out events over the week I've been here. Give or take a day. They have been putting something up every day, where there was a stage over there the other night with a concert. They tore that down. A couple days later, this is up here. And when I say delicacies, I mean street food. It's going to be a lot of street food. I'm probably not going to be sitting down in any restaurants. If I am, it's going to be like quick service and street food stuff. But I'm in the mood for some tacos. I want some tacos. All right. Caffeine acquired from this place. Corrido Cafe. Get caffeinated. Also, I'm gonna try to get over to a couple record stores, but I gotta take an Uber because they're like 3 or 4 miles from here. So I'm gonna take a ride share and go to a couple record stores that are hopefully gonna be open today. I didn't have much luck yesterday. Street sand sells bugs. Look at this. It's like a little roach and a bee, some cars. Some cocoa stuff, frozen stuff here. Document how many of these there are in Mexico. All right, I walked down the road a bit, but then I remembered I need to get some cash out of an ATM. So heading back over towards the Zocalo. So I used the ATM over here the other day, so I'm familiar with it. And that particular ATM let you choose English. So it's not as confusing when you're trying to use an ATM in a language you're not really familiar with. So I get some cash out. Check this out, they have a little chessboard here. Remember when Venice Beach in California used to have all the people playing chess over by where Muscle Beach originally was? Now Muscle Beach is closer to Venice. Santa Monica is what I meant, Santa Monica Pier. But I haven't seen the people playing chess in a while over near Santa Monica. I don't know what happened, but that's what that reminds me of. The ringing of the bells. That was pretty cool. That went on for a good while. All right, completed. This little ATM room. Got some cash. I got a little change purse over here, 45 pesos. I can put my 10s and 5 peso coins in. I'll take some back home as well. So I like to have little coin purses. That way when I get home, I have a place to store the coins. Bills are easy to store, but coins kind of just get scattered around a little bit more. I should also mention that a lot of places do take cards. Obviously I have my card linked up to rideshare and all that, but street vendors usually just take cash and coins. Paper pesos and coin pesos. So it's good to have that on you as well. I'm sure when I find like a record store, an actual brick and mortar spot, will probably take a card. But it's good to have a little Mexican cash. All right, I've made the commute, about 20-minute commute over to here, over 3 or 4 miles. The traffic's pretty bad. There is an open record store right there, right across the way. I believe it's called 99 Records. And I'm gonna go over and see what they got over in the record store, so I could buy one as a little souvenir. All right, that place was awesome. I thought it was only gonna be like 1 floor, but then they said, oh, come upstairs, we got a lot more up here. And the sales rep is just really helpful and really nice. Spoke pretty decent English, so I was able to tell him kind of what I was looking for, just something that would be some groups or artists from the general area. And he said he had a recommendation of someone from Mexico City, and there's also a garage/punk band that he recommended from Mexico also. So I ended up getting Ended up getting those. And as I'm walking out, I'm kind of looking at these wires up here. It's just like a bunch of wires. Look at all these over here. Kind of reminds me of how Ecuador was with the wires and all that. Yeah, here's the vinyl. I got 2 records. One of them I'm going to match up. There's an artist, he said he passed away about 10 years ago, that did a concert here. And he kind of was like the Mexican Frank Sinatra is the way he described him. And there's a photo of the album cover in front of the Palace of Art. So I'm gonna go back by there and kind of match that up. So I have an album from the area that the artist recorded it in. Take a stroll through this park. So I was walking out of the record store, I was about a block away from there, and I met up with a local guy who said hello, said he's seen some of my videos, and I said, where's a good place to eat? And he recommended, his name was Will, he recommended a place in the general vicinity. So I'm gonna head over there. He said from the outside it doesn't look like much, but he said trust him, it's a good place for tacos. So that's where I'm gonna go. This looks like there was a fountain here at some point, this decorative bridge, and can't walk up there, but there's a little decorative area there as well. Little pond here. Here are both the records I got. This is Los Honey Rockets here, which is like kind of like a garagey like rock punk band. Interested in hearing that at some point from 99 Records. And then Juan Gabriel, you see that's the front of the Arts Palace, Bellas Artes right there. This is a double album. It's a little pricey, 130 to 1,300 for that one, and then 650 pesos for that one. So I guess combination of these a little under $100. So not cheap, but you know, it's a nice little memento, if you will, a little souvenir. So when I get back home, I can always listen to these. Remember my trip to Mexico City, which is kind of like I have the magnets, and I also do vinyl and souvenirs and things like that. So yeah, that's the 2 I got. And when I go back by here, I'll match that photo up. This is kind of heavy because it's a double album, but I could fit these in my suitcase underneath the clothes. I like the street signs through here. Avinda, Mexico is the name of the street. You can faintly see it kind of written right there on this concrete, I guess that would be concrete or a stone pylon there. Another payphone here. It's another road sign. Kind of hard to read. Weather, a little weather worn. Tortas al Fuego. That's where I'm going, down this way. Oh yeah, this is definitely going to be good. I can already tell this is going to be next level good. We call them street tacos because it is in a shop, but yeah. I'm gonna grab some food here. Grabbed a seat over here. Tortas al Fuego. You can also sit upstairs or inside, but I have to just sit outside. It kind of be pretty good. I kind of like to get some El Pastor right there, which are just kind of thin tortillas with the chicken and the cilantro and all that. Maybe I'll just do a few of those to start off with. We also have regular, here's the tacos, where there's tortas and then there's tacos with cheese. I guess that's the queso, con queso. 18, I'm reading that right, El Pastor tacos with cheese, $18, well, 18 pesos. Also interesting, I learned this because I've been here, that before the US used a $, Mexico used it. Alright, got a little buddy down here, person next to me eating. Yeah, I just went with 4, El Pastor, these look amazing, freshly made. That's what's up. And bottled water. Always bottled water. They asked if I wanted it in a glass. I go, no, I think I'll take the bottle. Just to be on the safe side. I'm kind of interested later when I get like street vendor stuff. I want to try a street vendor churro, because I know churros here are supposed to be pretty good. And then maybe even the corn elote. I'd like to get one of those later. But I'm not sure if they like the street vendors wash the corn in tap water. But I feel this should be pretty safe. The only other times I've had tacos here was a few nights ago, off camera at the end of the night after I got done editing and everything. I went over and got a few of these from another place closer to my spot, and they were really good. But this is the first time I've eaten these on camera, so test these out. And have traffic going directly behind me. Get a little bit of this sauce here, the hot sauce on there. Got the it's taco time. It's got like a little pineapple on it. Not usually into pineapple though. Like when it comes to pizza and pineapple, not into it, but you know, when in Rome, that's how they serve it to me. That's how I eat it. I don't know what this green stuff is, but let me get a little bit of this this green goodness on this one. I'll go a little green goodness, and you can go with a lime here, just like a commercial would do on TV. If you had a commercial, you just kind of squirt the lime on there. Very nice. I don't know what that is. This is pretty spicy, but this I don't know about. All right, go on in. Pineapple. Scared me. Scared you too, didn't it? Yep, traffic right behind you. Whatever the green sauce is pretty good. A little bit red. Alright, go in one more. I could eat these every day. To be completely honest, I don't know if I'd get it with the pineapple again. I'm not really, I don't really like pineapple on pizza, so I don't know why I'd have them on tacos, but it seems like that's pretty much the standard. You get the pineapple on there. Again, I'm here, so I'll do it as they are serving it, but I think in the future, I don't know if I get the pineapple on there. I like pineapple and I like fruit on the side. I don't really like it on with my savory items, just because it has that sweet taste, like the fruity sweet with the savory. For me personally, I know a lot of people like pineapple on things. I'd just rather eat pineapple by itself or in like a, a pineapple dessert. That's just me personally, but yeah, I do like. I like this. I like the hot sauce. And I'm gonna double down on the hot and the green. So I haven't figured out what the green is, but they're both very, very much. Very, very delicious. Yes, I am loving these. I'm getting 4 of them, but I could probably eat like 30 of these things. I've seen a lot of double-decker length-wide buses, but rarely do you see a triple-decker. Look, that's 3 buses connected together. Right? Interesting. I think they had these particular convenience stores in Ecuador also, the Oxa, if I remember correctly. I've seen them somewhere before. Over to Plaza Rio de Janeiro. Little fountain here. There's a little pooch over here. He's swimming around in the water. Having a good day playing around in the water there. Dogs love water. I mean, I get it. I love swimming in pools too. Hey, buddy. Get that ball. Got a nice, beautiful steeple up there from a cathedral. You got these works of art on either side. And really fitting here, you got a little slipknot tag. From where I'm at right now, it's 2.5 miles over to the Zocalo area where my hotel is. I think I'm just gonna walk it, get some steps in, maybe stumble across some other food options at some of the street vendors. Yeah, I'm just gonna hoof it. I like walking. Oh, there's a classic old sign. Look at this, a place called Kloster. Right here, got the old, I wouldn't call it neon, but you see the light bulbs in it. Around the top of it, see the circular light bulbs. Very old school. Like the birds chirping. Look at this. This is nice. It's a lot of plastic Coca-Cola or soda bottles They've been hollowed out, and there are peanuts and bird food on it. A little treat for the birds. Yeah, nice. You got the water in there. Okay, there's water. And then you got the bird seed. You can get a nice little refreshing stop off here. That's nice. Oh yeah. This is the best place to hang out for you guys, right? I like that. That's cute. I don't think I've ever seen anything like that before, to be honest. Just walking around cities, I don't know if I've ever seen like a makeshift version like that of a... There's some old cameras on this mural. Look at all these wires, barbed wire. Wires, electric wires, and barbed wire. And unique tile work. Walking around Mexico City reminds me a lot of New York. With the one-way streets, the lights don't take too long before you can walk. It's a very walkable, easily walkable city like NYC. Oh, this is a really expansive bookstore. I mean, they have a lot of books down in there here at this bookshop right here. Very neat. I don't know if I'm in a market to buy a book here, but I got the vinyl. But yeah, if I wanted to buy a book, this place would definitely have it. Look at all those books in there on the shelves. Used bookstore. And I don't know why I realized it until just now. Now I knew it was a Tuesday, but Taco Tuesday in Mexico City. Better place to have a Taco Tuesday, right? Maybe since I'm walking so much. I'm not super hungry right now because I had those 4 tiny ones, the 4 street taco style. But sure, the more I walk, I'll get another batch street tacos. Maybe I'll get something other than El Pastor. But I also still want to try churro, Mexican churro. 'Cause they got to be good here. They got to be. I'm just waiting for this light to change so I can cross this road. So I'm showing that big TV antenna tower. A fire truck? Or some kind of a truck? There's Bugs. Bugs Bunny right there. I really like this building over here on the corner. Kind of has that like Art Deco, Hollywood-esque type of architecture, if you will. Let me go past the tree, maybe you get a little bit better view if you go past the tree of it. But yeah, take a look at this. I mean, obviously this was built way before the newer building behind it. But yeah, that's pretty cool looking, right? All right, there it is. It's on the album cover I just purchased. Right there. Juan Gabriel. Pretty neat, right? And Concert 2 LP set. Utilize that as the front of the album cover. A lot of traffic here, so you don't get the full clear view unless I was to cross over there. But you get the idea. Pretty cool, pretty cool. All right, I gotta find more tacos. This guy definitely does not want to run out in front of that bus. This is really cool. There's a little alley here. It goes all the way down, and it's all booksellers. You can see it stretches all the way down there. It's all books, used books, all through here. Just this little side street between the cathedrals. Here's another taco place. Picadillo looks pretty good. I don't know what's in it, but it looks pretty dang good right there. All the different options right here. All right, I found another place. The other place I went to, I was showing a moment ago, was one of those guys that has the little accordion things, and he just wouldn't seem to move, so I can't walk down the road to another spot over here. And I've already had the El Pastor. Maybe I'll try something else. They have quesadillas, they have gringas, they have tortas, and they have something called flautas. Flautas, they have queso and carne queso flautas. Maybe I'll get a few of those, and maybe a quesadilla, and maybe a different kind of taco. I'm not really sure what some of these other ones are though, honestly. All right, so Pastor's chicken, Sodero, that would be a beef. Longazana, that would be a sausage of some sort. And the campechano would be a mixture of steak, pan-fried chorizo, and pork rinds. All right, I got some sauces here. Okay. Gracias. Okay, this is a beef. So the last thing I got was like El Pastor. This is the second thing down on the menu, which is like a beef, which is look very similar to what I got already. They had a special where you get 5 of these. And then I also ordered something that's like a taco, but not a taco. I gotta guess like which one of these is. This looks like it'd probably be the hot one there. So let me just do one of each here. How about I do that? And I'll do this green stuff, which I don't know what that is. I'll mix it up here. Let's mix things up a bit. Watch the green be the best. And you gotta do this. You gotta do the lime there, just squirt it all over. Taco Tuesday. What better place to have Taco Tuesday in all reality than in Mexico? I shouldn't even try to say it that way because I have the worst accent with that. Let's go in on my second dose of tacos here on, spilling it on my vinyl. Taco Tuesday there. Okay. Thank you. Oh, now, this is almost like a quesadilla right there. Ooh, I think that green sauce is really, really spicy. I just licked it off my finger and holy cow, they need to bring the water out. But I purchased the water. Oh, I think it's that green sauce that's really hot, or one of the sauces. Yeah, and then this is just almost looks like a standard quesadilla. That's hot. You got the goodness down in there. Man, that is that green sauce has got some serious kick to it. I haven't brought the water, but I could use maybe 2 waters now, 2 bottled waters. Would be nice. Man, it's definitely the green sauce. All right, let me try the cheese and chicken quesadilla. I think it is. Oh, that's amazing. Oh, thank you. Gracias. I do not need. I've always heard no go on the ice, so ixnay on the ice. Do not want ice, but just go with the straight bottled water. Because sometimes ice could be from the tap, and I don't need Montezuma's revenge. And she came back over and said that the water was lukewarm and I should use the ice. And I said, I'll drink straight warm water as opposed to using ice. I'm not taking any chances. I don't know. It's probably all in my head, but I've heard bad things about ice. That is awesome. That is so dang good. The cornucopia, Mexican goodness. Oh, after this is the last bit of tacos I'm going to be able to consume. I'm really getting pretty full. I'm going to save it for a churro and maybe one other thing. The green sauce is the hottest, but I don't know if it's the best. I like the red sauce, which is kind of like, maybe it was the red sauce. My sinuses are starting to kick in. Woo! Oh my Lord. That's hotness. Ooh. I don't need any more sauce. I can feel it in my throat, my sinuses, my mouth, and down into the chest. Oh my gosh, this green sauce. Oh. It's got some kick to it. Yeah, thanks to Taco Tuesday in Mexico City, my sinuses are wide open. Whew. bowels of Hades just flowed through my through my esophagus. Wow, that green. Look at that, it's like a pudding. It's like a jalapeno pudding. I mean, it's not unbearably hot, but it's hotter than I expected it to be. Hotter than I expected it to be. Yeah, I do not know if I'll be able to consume some of the corn, street corn in the elote. I also want to do the churro. There's just no way I could eat a big thing of corn and an elote and a churro. And I also wanted to find a bottle of Coke, because I always heard that Coca-Cola in Mexico. I don't drink soda anymore. It's been like a year and a half since I really consumed a bottle of Coca-Cola or Pepsi or Mountain Dew or anything like that. And I have done like Club Cool and things like that, like little sample portions. But I haven't drank a full bottle, so I figure, you know, a when in Rome moment. I don't know what I'm going to do when I finally get to Rome, what I'm going to be consuming and doing in Rome. But I keep using that slogan for when in Rome moments. But I am really, really full. I've been cutting back a little bit on what I've been eating the last few days, doing some intermittent fasting, skipping some meals, things like that. And I had tacos a few nights ago. I had 4 of the El Pastor, and then didn't eat it all yesterday and prepared myself for today to kind of gorge myself. And I think my stomach has shrunk, and I am really overly full right now. So I might have to pass on the elote and just go with the churro. I got to get the churro though, and a Coca-Cola if I can find it. And I feel like tomorrow, definitely not going to be eating much tomorrow. I think I ate enough for today, for 2 days. Oh, I am uncomfortably full. I'd have eaten all those. And they were kind of small tacos, but oh goodness. Also look at the clouds. Got some cumulonimbus clouds up there above the Mexican flag. Nice little breeze out here. All right. I'm gonna find this churro. Maybe see if there's a Coca-Cola store that has the bottle Coke. I've seen a few little convenience stores. They'll have Mexican Coke, but it'll be in a plastic bottle. If I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it right. It's gonna be in a glass bottle. It just tastes a little better in the glass. There is a Coca-Cola store over here. And the only glass bottles they had aluminum cans and they had plastic. The only glass ones they had are these little 8-ounce, 235 milliliters, which I think are 8 ounces. And my dad's dad, my grandpa on my dad's side, lived in Aberdeen, Mississippi. We would always go there during the holidays. And he worked for the Coca-Cola company. He would deliver these. And he had a bunch of them in his fridge. And I have fond memories of being very young. I thought it was the coolest thing to take this out of my grandma and grandpa's fridge, go over to the counter and pop the top and sip on this. I thought I was the coolest kid in the world. So this is what that always reminds me of. This is a Mexican Coke, which I've heard tastes better than a regular Coke. But yeah, I always think of my grandpa when I think of Coca-Cola. Yeah, again, it's been a while since I had a Coca-Cola, so bottoms up. Wow, that's some carbonation. I haven't tasted carbonation in a while. That is so good. Sabor Original. I've always heard that the Mexican blend tastes a little bit different than the U.S., but I can't confirm. It's been a while. Probably not the best person to ask right now, since it's been a long time since I drank a Coca-Cola. That is tasty. There's also churros right in front of me. There's churros right there. Got some churros here. They got the syrup. How much?
30 pesos back.
Okay. I'll take one. Oh, just a bag? 30? All right, 3 churros. And the Coke. Gracias. I didn't really want 3, but I'm just going to eat one of them. I'm going to eat I'll eat this one. Try Mexican churro. And I'll wash it down with the Coca-Cola right there. Let's see, hold on, let's see what the hype is. Not that great. Tacos, however, next level. All right, that's it for the churro. I did it. Oh, that hits the spot, though. That hits the spot. Well, that's going to do it for today. Cheers, bottoms up. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Taco Tuesday has come to an end. I appreciate you watching. The vlog. Can't crush this. The vlog is over.